What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick and this is Valor Aquaponics. I missed a lot of you guys. I apologize for not posting this video sooner. There has been so much going on. I know that a lot of you guys know firsthand what's going on right now in this world, and things are just a little crazy right now, and as a result my life's been crazy as well, I'm sure as yours. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I meant to make this video sooner because we've got a lot of great news to talk about. So one thing I will note is that we will not be showing any of the current system right now just because there's nothing to show. You guys have seen it all. I think it's pointless to show you guys the exact same vegetables still growing with nothing really else going on. So basically we're going to be talking about the business today, and I'm just going to show you one little thing that I added to the system. And I'm hopefully going to make this video short and sweet. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the only part of the system that I'm going to show you guys today is this aquarium. If you guys remember, this had quite a bit of tilapia in here. However, I ended up moving them out, and as you can see, we have quite a bit of different fish in here now. So we have 3 koi. We did have 4. However, one decided to disappear. We can't find it anywhere. So not sure what happened to it. But we do have 3 koi in here. I wasn't allowed to buy any more because the local PetSmart, one of the associate managers, refused to sell me any more koi because of how big they get. I've had these koi for about a month now, and they haven't grown at all. So I don't know why she wouldn't. I don't know if she was just power tripping or what, but yeah, so we have 3. These will not be in this aquarium for that much longer. We will be putting them in a 300-gallon pool very shortly, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But we've got 3 koi in here. These are not premium koi. These are just koi that you can buy at the pet store. And forgive the water. The aquarium is finally at the end of the cycling stage. So the water is actually pretty clear compared to how this was like 3 days ago. This tank is taking forever, but I think it's to cycle, and I think it's mainly because I added these live aquatic plants in there, and ever since then it's done well. So I've added quite a bit of catfish in here. So I have 3 Cory catfish, I have 2 albino catfish, and I have 3, I forgot what they're called, like speckled catfish. It's these little guys right here. And then I have 1 American flakefish, which I can't seem to find. He's around here somewhere. I had 3, but it killed off 2 of them, which I didn't know that they would do, so that was my mistake. I didn't think that a flakefish was going to be homicidal. So apparently, oh, there he is, this little guy right here. He ate the tails off his 2 comrades, and so I found one floating, and I found another one just sitting right here at the front, just dying a slow death. So and then the company that we bought a lot of these fish from, they sent us 4 loach, and 3 of them died in transport, and then 1 of them died within a couple hours of me putting it in the aquarium. So that was a little upsetting because they were really expensive, and they were going to help clean up some of the algae. We still have the pleco in here. He's actually right here. He just showed up right on cue, but still doing well. As you can see, there's some algae there. I didn't clean it because I'm leaving it for him or her, whatever. I can't tell, male or females. So this aquarium is going to change quite a bit probably in the next month or so, and I'll explain why inside. And the reason why I'm not showing you guys all the other stuff is because there's nothing's changed with the other other aquariums. Nothing's changed with the growth. Everything is still growing, and I figure it's just boring to keep showing you guys the same stuff over and over again when there's nothing new. So this is the only thing new that I did, and this was mainly just for me. I wanted something to look at. I wanted something, I don't know, I just like fish. So let me go inside, and then we can talk about kind of what's going on and what that means for this aquarium.
A few moments later.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I hope you enjoyed the fish. Just know that that is a temporary setup, so please don't be alarmed that we have koi in a 40-gallon aquarium. Actually, that's a 30-gallon aquarium, and then we have 3 koi in there. That is very temporary, and the reason why it's temporary is because we have finally received our approval for our business loan. So yay for that, because it's taken a long time. I submitted that paperwork back in January, I think January, beginning of January, maybe December. And it is now the end of April, and we will actually be signing our loan documents on Sunday, this coming Sunday. The reason being why it's on a Sunday is because of the social distancing. So they don't want us there when there's a lot of people there. So that's just kind of how it works. But we finally received our funding. We've actually been approved for our space. So we've actually picked out a location fairly close to my house, and it has quite a bit of warehouse space. It's I believe total square feet is 6,900 square feet. It's not a ton of space, but it's something to get started. So one thing that we found through a lot of our research is that aquaponics farms, the reason why they fail is because people build too quickly. So they bite off more than they can chew. So we don't need 100,000 square feet in the first year. It would be nice, but let's be realistic. It's going to take some time. It might take 2 to 3 years to really gain any footing. So we wanted to have enough space where we could do well financially if we do a full build out, but yet still be within our means for our lease. So our lease is very friendly towards us. So in that both Edward and I can afford the space out of our pocket if we have to. And we can do that for quite a long time because we are still working our full-time jobs. So we want to do it very friendly. We want to do this smart because we're not about making money. We're not about getting rich. We're about doing this the right way. So that allows us to work full-time. That allows us to also reinvest 100% of what we would get in income to make sure that the business has what it needs to be successful and to be able to pay its bills. So we do have a nice space. I'm hopefully going to be able to show you guys a space in a couple of weeks. We will be submitting our security deposit, which will finalize our lease, and that'll be done next week. And then we're working with our landlord to see if she'll let us in, because our lease starts June 1st, and that's mainly because of another issue that I'll talk about in a second. But our lease starts June 1st, but we're hoping that she'll allow us to come in so that we can clean up the office area. We accepted the place as is. It's kind of dirty. It needs some cosmetic. It needs a lot of paint. Ceiling tiles need some work and things like that. So we agreed to take the space at a lower cost if we did a lot of the cleanup ourselves. And that is so we want to be able to come in early, be able to clean, paint the walls, make everything look nice, especially if I'm going to be there 7 days a week, and Edward's going to be there a few days a week as well. And then hopefully eventually when we start having customers, it would be nice to be able to have a nice space to show everybody. So that's kind of what we're planning on doing is hopefully in a couple weeks we'll get keys, and I'll be able to show you guys kind of like the before, because you'll get to see the walls, the wall color, all the stuff on the floor and things like that. And then you'll be able to see once everything's cleaned up, and then hopefully you'll be able to see once we start building, and kind of you'll be able to see everything basically, because we're going to take you guys step by step and we're going to record everything for you. So the reason why I said that the lease doesn't start till June 1st is because we have to go through the permitting process. So there's a lot of red tape when you go through business, not just aquaponics. But let's face it, aquaponics is not a very known business model for anybody. So everybody, all the surrounding counties around here have no idea what aquaponics is. So even though we're in a B6 mixed use space, aquaponics is not considered part of the mixed use because it's not part of their listed businesses. So as a result, we have to go through what's called a conditional use permit process, which requires us to fill out a project narrative. We have to show them diagrams of what the layout's going to be, and the project narrative details what we're going to be doing, what we're not going to be doing, and it also helps to outline some of the negative things about the business. So such as, like, there's a risk for flooding, there's a risk for noise from the pumps, and it's really good to address how you're going to take care of those things, how you're going to prevent any flooding, how you're going to prevent noise pollution and things like that, and which we've already had planned well in advance. So for us to write it was fairly simple. Now it's just trying to persuade the city that what we're doing is sufficient to their needs and to the needs of our neighbors and to the community. So so we're hopefully going to be able to pass this, but unfortunately they don't meet till the end of June, from what I'm told. The city has told me that their next meeting that they have isn't until June, end of June. That's for the first meeting, and then it has to pass that committee, and then it goes to the city for a vote in July. So the earliest that we would be able to start is July. It would probably be about the second week of July would be the very earliest. So it's a little bit longer than we hoped. We were hoping that it would be a little bit faster. However, due to what's going on in this world, we kind of have to live with it. But I'm hoping we can they'll approve us fairly quickly, just because, let's face it, we're going to be a local food source. So we're going to provide 100% organic vegetables to the local community, to the local stores. I know we've had a lot of interest from people that just want to buy from us directly. But unfortunately, it's going to take some time. We probably won't be selling anything till August, to be honest, unless by some miracle we can get started sooner. So we'll be taking you through the whole process of that. However, just know that since under the conditional use permit rules, it states that we cannot be functioning in any capacity. We can't be functioning as a business in that space until the permit has been approved. So that means we cannot be running our system. We can't be growing any seeds. We can't be doing any of that inside the building while we're waiting for the permit. So what it does not state is that that we're not able, that we're forbidden from building the system. So what we're thinking about doing is building the system, however, not filling anything up with water, not putting any fish in. So just having a blank system in there. And as soon as we get the approval, then we'll call the water truck in, fill everything up with water, and then we'll have to go through the cycling process. And then at that point, we can start growing seeds and things like that. So it's still going to take 4 to 6 weeks from once we receive the approval to actually really start doing anything, because the system's going to need probably 3 to 4 weeks to cycle. So with all the nitrifying bacteria and things like that, it's probably going to take about 4 weeks. So so realistically, actually, it could take till end of August before our first vegetable is ready. So that's just kind of where we're at. But however, we do plan on bringing in some aquariums that are just for display only. They're not going to have any fish that we're going to be using for the aquaponics system. We just want them there because both Edward and I like fish. We like looking at, we both have aquariums at home, and I'm actually going to be taking all of my aquariums out, and we'll be putting them in at the work site. However, they're going to be, one of them is going to be in our office, but we're going to put it in a 90-gallon tank, and then we're going to have another 90-gallon tank in our welcome area. And then all the other aquariums are just going to house our current fish, and just kind of allow them to just kind of chill out and relax until we can start operating as a business. So that's kind of the plan. That's the goal. I wish I could show you guys the space. I wish I could show you guys more, but no, that's coming along. I do apologize for taking so long. I probably won't put another video up for at least another week or two, unless something drastic happens and we're able to get in early or something. But I at least wanted to let you guys know what's going on. And and let you know that I'm still alive and we're still doing well. And so I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are being nice to one another. I know that quarantine gets to be kind of gets on everybody's nerves. From what I'm reading, everyone's getting kind of itchy and getting a little, they got a little twitch in their eye. So just take a deep breath. Let's work together. Let's help out our neighbors, and just remember to be the change that you wish to see in the world. And we'll see you guys soon. You guys have a great day.